Guys, since yesterday, for some reason, my Orcust video got a lot of views. So today we're gonna show, what are we showing?
We're showing basic Orcust combos you can do with your starters. Since we've added Appaloosa and a couple other things, there are a fair amount of combos you can do now with Recycler and whatnot. So we'll get right into it. Okay, so we'll start with the very basic combo of what you can do with one Gearsu. I assume that y'all know what this can do by now, but you know, it's good to show. So when you start with Gearsu, you can normal summon Gearsu. Gearsu effect will send the Nightmare. Then we can use Gearsu's second effect, make the token. So then you use the token, and you make Link Karibo, because Galatea needs effect monsters. Then you can link for 2 for said Galatea. Then we can go into basic Nightmare. So we can go banish Nightmare, and then we can send our wand, and then our wand, you know, can banish special. All this should be very, very relative. Then you can use wand, shuffle, and then you can set the Babel, and then you can overlay into Ding, and then you can link those two away into IP, and then you can pass on that. And then on your opponent's turn, you can use Nightmare. You can use Nightmare effect during your opponent's turn, and send the Symbol Skeleton, so that you can keep going with IP plays. So depending on how things work, you can use Skeleton, revive Ding to disrupt your opponent's plays, or you can revive Galatea depending on how big of a board they have. And you can either go into things like Unicorn, Avermax, etc., because a lot of decks can't out Avermax, which is quite hilarious to do. So next, this one's more of like an aggressive combo, but this combo is a lot more risky, just considering the fact that you run a great risk of being Nibiru'd, because it's the scrap combo. So of course you normal summon Scrap Recycler, but this time instead of just going to Orcust combos, you send the O-Lion, and then O-Lion will create a token. But the difference between this one is that the Scrap Wyvern is just 2 monsters including Scrap. Then of course you use Wyvern. Then you can set a card, like let's say that you have like an extra called by or something. You'll set that before you activate Wyvern combo, because Wyvern is a you can effect. Yeah, it's a you can effect. So you use Wyvern, special Recycler to pop, and in this point, Scrap Recycler misses timing because hang on,
It's a when.
Yeah, it's a when. So then you can do that, and then you summon out the fridge, and then once you special summon the fridge, you pop whatever set you have, like, you know, it's just whatever, and then you use Golem effect to special summon Scrap.
And do it again.
Yeah, and then you can resolve Scrap again. But the reason why Nibiru is risky is because as soon as you summon the Golem, that results in your 5th summon, and that's where things get really, really dicey. So then from there, then you can just send your Nightmare, and then you can, at this point, as a very, very basic, you can go into Appaloosa with 3 counters. But that's just the very, very bare. If you have extra extenders, like for example, let's say like it's like you open Gearsu with this hand, then you can use the Nightmare. You can use the Nightmare to banish Brass, and then Brass summons Gearsu, and then you can do the whole Gearsu combo. So then, like for example, let's say that we have Gearsu in hand. So technically, this can be a 2-card. This can be a 2-card combo with Scrap and Gearsu. So then, let's say Nightmare will dump our Brass Bombard, and our Brass Bombard will come out and special Gearsu, and then Gearsu can send our wand. A lot of this should look familiar, so I'm going to go by it. Banish one, special Nightmare, and of course we can link off 2, and we can make our Galatea co-link. Always co-link the Galatea. Then we can use Galatea to shuffle back the wand because you almost almost want to shuffle wand, and then you can get Babel, and then of course you can make Dingirsu and attach Brass, or if you have Skeleton. But this is the bare minimum of the combo. So now you have a protected Appaloosa, and also on your opponent's turn, I found this out. If you Nightmare and you target Appaloosa and you send Wand, it gives her an extra 800 attack points for the turn. So you have it as if you have 4 counters. So it's an extra 800 to use for Appaloosa. So you essentially end on a protectable 4 negates unless they kaiju. But yeah, this is a much more destructive combo. Ideally, I would like to be able to make Appaloosa before the 5th summon, but doing that is relatively difficult in this deck just because like I want Harp Horror back. That's what I'm trying to ask. So that's the basics of the combos. But yeah, that's essentially it. I hope you guys enjoyed this combo video. Hopefully you learned something. There was the Platinum Gadget combo that I saw that's been going around lately, where you use Platinum Gadget to special summon Scrap and you just do the Scrap combo. I don't like that combo just personally because it literally feels like you're screaming at your opponent to Nibiru you, like especially in like game 2. But yeah, to each their own. And that's pretty much it.